I rise today in opposition to the fiscal year 2026 Military Construction, Veterans Affairs, and Related Agencies Appropriations Bill. This bill shifts a record amount of funding, 67%, away from VA medical care and into community care, pushing veterans towards private care that may not be able to meet their unique needs. This is more about enacting the Project 2025 goals of privatizing the VA than helping veterans. It also fails to provide funding for the Toxic Exposures Fund, which just creates unnecessary uncertainty for toxic exposed veterans who need access to care and benefits through this fund. It threatens the rights of women and LGBTQI plus veterans by severely limiting access to abortion care and ripping away access to medically necessary and life-saving gender-affirming care. And it reduces investments in key areas like mental health, telehealth, and rural health initiatives. The VA is already reeling from the devastating impacts that Elon Musk and Doge have had on its workforce, another critical issue this bill fails to address. But don't take my word for it, take it from the veterans and the people who work from the VA. There's a veteran, Jen S. She's an employee at the Altoona Veterans Affairs Medical Center in Pennsylvania. She writes, quote, "I'm writing today to communicate the real and immediate impact these decisions on reductions in force are having on our direct patient care and the overall morale of the workforce. In many departments, both veteran and non-veteran employees are now doing the jobs of multiple individuals. They're afraid to speak up. They're afraid they haven't done enough when they are now required to continue to submit weekly activity emails to human resources. In addition, no overtime or compensatory time is approved unless a veteran is physically in front of an employee, which could lead to scenarios where care coordination is cut off simply because someone's shift has ended. The strength of any veteran's healthcare system lies in its people. We cannot continue down a path that pushes out experienced, dedicated staff while simultaneously compromising the quality of care veterans deserve." And then a veteran who prefers to remain anonymous from outside of Cleveland, Ohio, said, "I served 20 years active duty Air Force, retired in 2001, have since worked for and retired for an FAA repair facility in Mentor, Ohio. My son started working in the DFAS government position and then moved to Buffalo, New York to take a position in the IRS. He has since lost his job due to President Musk's job cuts. Trump has endangered my 401k, where I've lost $50,000 since his inauguration, and now is threatening my VA benefits and Air Force retirement. If he keeps going making cuts to SSA's Ponzi scheme, I could lose everything I've served for." This bill breaks with our faith with our veterans. I urge my colleagues to reject this measure and work towards a bipartisan solution that fully funds the VA, rejects radical agendas like Project 2025 and privatization, protects access to health care for all veterans, and guards the VA against the administration's unlawful actions to fire dedicated employees and jeopardize access and quality of veterans' care and benefits. Thank you, and I yield back.